Hi, it's Laura Deckham, reading 18 Tarot and Books. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. Welcome. I am here to ask for your help in constructing my January 2025 TBR. I would like you to help me choose what I will read for January, thereby setting the tone for the reading year ahead. What I would like to do, if you are willing to help me with this, is to have a kind of readathon of one with prompts that are provided to me by you, that I then have to find books to correspond to those prompts from the books that I already have, which could be ebooks or physical books, because I have a good little selection of both right now that I have yet to read. So a little while ago, some of you may remember because I did make a video about it, I did what I then called Book Stack of Shame / Book Stack of Joy, where I committed to reading all of the unread physical books on my bookshelf before buying any more books. And this was kind of in a context of kind of depthier conversations and things like this. Now, I'm not going to do that again, but I am interested in focusing on reading some of the books that I already have, particularly in the context of my e-reader, which at last count had about 75 unread books on it. My physical bookshelf, in terms of unread books, all the unread ones live together on one shelf, is much, much fewer than that. But the e-reader is a little bit full at the moment. Not full in terms of storage space being at risk, but full in terms of, oh my goodness, there are so many books on there that I haven't read, that I bought, or that I otherwise acquired. You know, in terms of, like, there's some advanced copies from NetGalley and things like that on there as well. There's a few that were even Kickstarter books. Anyway, I was trying to think of a fun way to pick some books for January, all from books that I already have. And so what I'm asking for are prompts, and you can throw some prompts in the comments for me if you're willing to help. And in terms of prompts, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you know, they're things like what you would find in something like this. This is the TBR cards by Jessie of Jessie on YouTube, formerly Bow Ties and Books. You know, the kinds of prompts that would comprise a readathon. So these cards include things like reading a book where the protagonist is a twin, reading a book you're unsure about, reading a book that has been adapted to screen, reading a book with a main character in the job that you dreamed of being as a child, reading a book with a central LGBTQ plus romance, reading an Own Voices book centering a Muslim family, and so on. So, prompts like this that could maybe be fulfilled by books that are in my e-reader right now without me telling you what those books are. I'm not going to give you a list because that would make things perhaps too straightforward. But I think that there are enough books there, and that the books I have unread are kind of diverse enough in terms of genre and things like that, that I will be able to do this. So, if you could provide me a prompt or two that describe a book that you would like to see me read, you can put them in the comments below. And they can be broad, you know, if you want to be really nice to me and make my time a little bit easier. You know, they could be really broad, like read a work of science fiction. That would apply to a lot of what I have. You know, or read a book that's a relatively new release. That would be fairly easy for me to do. Or you could get more complicated. Read a book with a predominantly green cover. Read a book, with a particular theme foregrounded, right? And I will see what I can do. Now, if I get way too many prompts, that would be really fun if I got way too many prompts. If I get way too many prompts, then I'm going to start trying to combine the prompts and find books that satisfy more than one. And or if I get way too many prompts, I will put them all in a hat and I will draw them out until I construct a TBR of a length that feels remotely doable, but also ambitious. And of course, I will film the probably fun, but also frustrating process of going through the books and finding what will fit to each of the prompts. So I will figure out, I will make a list of all of the books, in kind of mid-December. I will make a list of all of the books that are on my e-reader plus all the books that are on my shelf. And I will make a kind of, is it called split screen? Like a thing up here so that you can see the list and you can see the decision-making process and you can see what I have to pick from. And I'll go through and I'll construct the January TBR with your help. Thank you so much in advance for helping me out with this experiment. I will see you all again soon, and I will look forward to sharing the January TBR with you all. Have a good one.